NovaVision has been the pioneer in the research and development of science-driven medical technologies that have clinical support to demonstrate they improve vision in patients with neurological vision impairments resulting from stroke or traumatic brain injury, TBI. According to the CDC, every 40 seconds, someone has a stroke, and nearly 2 million people sustain a traumatic brain injury per year in the U.S. alone. The Stroke Associations estimate there are 8 million stroke survivors in the United States. Approximately 16% of stroke and TBI survivors suffer some form of permanent vision loss. Most of these survivors have been told there is nothing that can be done to restore their vision. Until now. Vision restoration therapy, or VRT, is the only FDA-cleared medical therapy that has been shown to improve vision from neurological traumas such as stroke or TBI. As such, NovaVision reaches an enormous unmet need in the rehabilitation market.
Up to now, we have a number of rehabilitation interventions for people with strokes or traumatic brain injury, such as physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. But visual therapy has really been neglected for many years. And it is this area where NovaVision and vision restoration therapy plays a very important role.
How are you? There is an increasing awareness that science should focus on trying to address these needs. NovaVision has one of the very few that have actually been appropriately developed for that purpose. And I think is by far the company with the greatest experience in that realm.
Thank you.
NovaVision is supported by over 15 years of research and 20 clinical studies from some of the most respected institutions in the world. Scientists have found evidence that vision restoration is based on a concept called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to create new connections.
What the plasticity means is that the brain is capable of finding pathways, finding ways that were there before.
These studies also show a promising success rate in restoring one's vision and overall quality of life.
I have treated a number of patients, and I have found that about 70% of my patients respond to this therapy. And those that do respond have an average improvement of about 5 degrees. And this translates into improved mobility, avoidance of obstacles, avoidance of collisions, improved reading.
One such survivor is retired California physician Ramon Moncada.
I woke up on the floor. Had no idea what happened. I had a stroke. The result of the stroke was that there was no vision on the right visual fields. That is, if I looked straight ahead, the whole right side would be black. The visual loss was probably permanent, and there was nothing to be done about it. I found out about NovaVision visual restoration therapy. I did start seeing progress in terms of what I was seeing in the screen. It made me feel great that I had actually improved and that I was actually able to do things that I was not doing very well before. I took a driver's license exam and I passed it with no problem.
Another is 28-year-old Detroit salesman Dan Burke.
I had a brain aneurysm and it caused me to have 2 strokes. Biggest challenges, first off, to me was driving, watching television, completing daily tasks, creating tasks around the house was very difficult. I went to a neuro-ophthalmologist, and that doctor told me, after doing many tests, the way you see now is the way you are going to see for the rest of your life. When doctors tell you that you will never see for the rest of your life, you're going to do whatever you can to see again. After performing the therapy for about 3 to 6 months in between there, my vision started becoming unblurry. I could start to see sharper and sharper and sharper. That's when I knew that the NovaVision was working. Imagine yourself being completely blind. Your vision's so blurry you can't make out the big E at the eye doctor. But after performing the therapy, now you can see. It's a great product. I've recommended this therapy many times. NovaVision can improve your quality of life.
These NovaVision success stories continue to raise awareness about this unique product and its life-changing potential in the United States and around the world.